All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, first off, I want to say Shalom to the ones that push this word out in truth and in sincerity, which are the apostles and elders on down to the brothers. Right, Shalom to the ones that endured his faith until the very end, until the time of Jacob's trouble, which are, again, the apostles and elders on down to the brothers and a few sisters. All right, so Shalom. So, I want to do this, quick video based on, pretty much the brother GMS Legacies, right? Hamiyan, he did a video on pretty much, the Egyptians, shit like that. It kind of reminds me of all these other, doctrines, these other gods. The Egyptians, right? Pretty much, they ejaculate into to the Nile River, right? Right, they pretty much defiled the Nile River. Shit, it's already rhymed. But the elder here of Baltimore, he did a response off of it. These are all, we was just talking about it too. These are not, our traditions. Like, what the hell is this? Them Egyptians, that's how you know that they are definitely not us. Right? Those are them heathens, right? The Philistines, the Africans, right? Because, that's not our traditions. But then you had Jake that flocked onto traditions like that, right? Where in anything did it say to do that in a river, right? And then almost every goddamn religion out there, me and the brother, GMS 915, I'm a one. We was just talking about this. Every goddamn religion out there has something to do with some sperm. Right? Islam, flaky garments, sperm garments. Why Zeus, he does everything with anything, even trees. Every goddamn god out there has something to do with sperm. Some weird freak stuff. Right? So, this is what the hell this world is built off of, right? That's when you get Nahum 3 and 1, right? Woe to the bloody city. And it's all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. This place is full of lies and nothing but robbery. But this is 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai, right? So we're out here doing what? That's Obadiah verse 6, how the things of Esau searched out and sought up, because most of these doctrines, not even he made these, right? He just took them. Jake made doctrines like this, Christianity, made by who? Jake. Them weird heathen doctrines, them heathens be taking that too, because Jake be making them. But a lot of them is also made by them heathens. So what we're out here doing, we're casting down the imaginations of this place, right? Those imaginations are what? The doctrines and the philosophies that, again, everybody's drank of the wine of the fornication, right? Of her fornication. So that's the doctrines, the philosophies, everything that's floating about this place. Your Christmas, what just passed, actually yesterday, Valentine's Day, or was that the 14th? Right? That damn Valentine's Day shit. You're believing in, pretty much that Ashtaroth, all these other gods, Tammuz, right? These are gods that's teaching you to love everybody. Cupid's, shooting arrows into the rear of people? What do you think that is? That's like you sitting under the mistletoe with your nuts, right? Under the tree. So it says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, right? Everything, all these imaginations exalt itself against the knowledge of Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Why? Because they do not know him, right? They believe in, whatever the hell they want to believe. That's why it's imaginations, because people are delusional, right? It's folly. This place is a simulation and it's nothing but an illusion. But people want to stay in their deep sleep and believe in it. It says, and bringing into captivity every thought of the obedience of Yahweh Shai, right? So I wanted to get Psalms 115 and 4, right? This is a prime example, of your other gods, your idols, your doctrines, right? So it's verse 4. It says, their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. Right? So their idols are not but silver and gold and the works of men's hands. They're just man-made. Right? They're dumb idols. It says they have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. Right? So they have mouths, but they don't speak. They have eyes, they don't see. What is that saying? These are dead. Why? Because Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is the God of the living and not the dead. And these other gods, they're dead. Right? Your doctrines, that's dead. Your books, that's dead. The book of Enoch, which the brother Amawan, he went into that, because you had the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the Essenoids, right? The Essenoids were most likely, responsible for that book of Enoch. And what did they do? They mostly sat up in the mountains most of the damn time, pretty much antisocial. So you best believe that that's dead. So, verse 6, it says, they have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. Right? So that's a prime cut, to pretty all people who believe in these other doctrines, these other gods. If you believe in any other god and not Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Look, Matthew, right? The book of Matthew. You can't serve two masters, because that's another thing that was going on. Israel was serving other gods while trying to mingle it in with, the Hebrew Israelites. And that's what these other camps are doing. You're worshiping, this man that runs the society. And once you worship him, you sign that 501c3, you start worshiping his gods, quotes, right? All these other gods, you start worshiping them. You can't serve two masters. You either love Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai or you love Mammon. Right? You got these other clowns, man, these IUIC, these fools. Man, I just seen a video the elder did on them. They debating in a goddamn barbershop while people back there getting a haircut. Right? Y'all are clowns. While we got much bigger things to deal with, you're sitting there doing that. Right? So that goes for the other camps too. At the same time, right? You make them, you make these other gods or even trust in these other gods, man. Y'all the camps, y'all trust in, the system. So you're dead just like them. You're dead just like your gods. You're literally a damn lifeless statue. Right? That's why the brother here, Amawan, That's why he goes with that saying, right? That's in the scriptures. Let the dead bury the dead. Because we ain't got time to be dealing with, you clowns, right? Y'all are the dead. You believe in such things, you're dead. You believe in that Valentine's Day, the Christmas and all that, you're dead. And let me show you a prime example of what's dead. Right? I bring this out almost every time. Right? The encounter of Dagon. Right? So this is 1 Samuel 5:1. It says, and the Philistines took the ark of Yahweh and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod. When the Philistines took the ark of Yahweh, they brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. Right? This is a prime example of what we mean by what's dead. You worship these other gods, you're just like these damn statues. And you're just a sack of fucking soil or rock. Whatever the hell they make these statues out of. That's why we say don't come over here with that, your Baal, right? Baal Peor. Because it's lifeless. That shit's dead. We don't bring that shit over here. It says, and when they of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. Right? So they came in, right? That's when they came in with the ark of Yahweh. Right? They wasn't supposed to have that. But when they had it, they couldn't stand it. Right? Because it started bringing on the statue of Dagon. Right now, what did we just read? Right? There's nothing but silver and gold. It got these humanoid structures, but it can't do anything. It's an idol. So they came in tomorrow, right in the morning, and the Dagon statue was falling over. So it says, and they took Dagon and set him in his place again. So they pretty much put him back up on the pedestal where it was. It says, and when they rose early on the morrow morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord again. Right? This is the second time. The next morning after that, the statue was fallen. But this time something's different. It says, and the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. Only the stump of Dagon was left to him. Right? So, what happened? He was pretty much dismembered. They found him, severed. Right? Only a stump was left. It says, therefore, here's the best part, right? Therefore, neither the priest of Dagon nor any that come into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of Dagon and Ashdod unto this day. But the hand, but the hand of the Lord was heavy upon them of Ashdod, and he destroyed them. And he smote them with emerods, even Ashdod and the coasts thereof. Right? So I looked into it. If I remember, emerods was a tumor, right? As you can see, right? Emerods were a tumor, right? A type of tumor that was actually in your groin. The Lord is got a lot of humor. He smoked them with emerods. Pretty much, you can say that's cancer. So it says, and the men of Ashdod saw that it was so. They said, the ark of Yahweh, it says, the ark of the God of Israel shall not abide with us, for his hand is sore upon us and upon Dagon our God. They sent therefore and gathered all the lords of the Philistines unto them and said, what shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel? And they answered, let the ark of the God of Israel be carried about unto Gath. And they carried the ark of the God of Israel about thither. So they couldn't keep the ark of Yahweh, because it was, that's again, this is why we give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? That is a beautiful thing, because that just showed, that is not no God, right? Your Dagon, your Baal, those are not gods, right? Those are just dumb idols. That has nothing on Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? The brother mentioned, quotes this, I believe I forgot where it was. When he lifted up his hand, right? The Lord lifted up his hand, wept his glittering sword, and said, "There is no other God beside me." Right? Pretty much he was boasting his power. Why would we not worship a God like that? Right? The God of the living. We ain't going to be worshiping no, all through the spirit and power of Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. We're not going to be worshiping no dumb idols with some cupids and every goddamn statue of a child has to have some erect groin. Right? They force that shit in the schools with the art class. What is this? You sick ass people out here, y'all believe in that. But again, that's why Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to cast down, all these imaginations. Right? It's going to be thrown away because your idols are nothing but garbage. Okay, that's just shit. Just plain and simple. It's a dunghill. So, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai and Shalom.